And it's Sunny Beach Life, the channel dedicated to Sunny Beach in Bulgaria, and it's November and my t-shirt's back on. The weather has turned really nice. Go and look at some new construction. I'm down the southern part of the resort, so I'll look around some hotels. And then finally end up having a look at the beach. Why not? And welcome to sunny Beach. It's Thursday the 13th of November. That's amazing, isn't it? Look, I'm back in a t-shirt. The sun is so really hot here. It's fantastic. I feel it burning me at the moment. So I've come down to the southern area of Sunny Beach, going where it goes into New Nesibar. I was going to start on the north of the police station, going up towards the Imperial Hotel, up towards Vlas. Because last week in our local press, we had the mayor and all the officials there announcing and showing the plans to refurbish the road in that area. Initially, it looks a bit like this, where they're putting in fantastic new tarmac, lighting, dropped pavements, new curbs, everything. There you go. So I drove down there and haven't even started. Big fuss. We're going to do all this. Haven't started it yet. If they do start it, I really hope they get it finished by end of May, because there'll be a lot of people on holiday and they're going to be cursing if the buses and everything's stuck and has to go diverted round. We'll see what happens. But people have moaned a lot the last couple of years since we first filmed this one being refurbished down here as to why they wouldn't do this in Sunny Beach itself, because the road, it does need it. Well, there you go. They're actually starting it now. Hopefully. At some point this year, in the winter, it will get started. One of the things is here, we haven't got good drainage, or there isn't any, apart from a couple of little sections in the main resort there. So that's why one of the reasons the curbs are so high, so when the roads get underwater, you can still walk about, you don't get your feet wet. Now, one of the things they've done here, which is quite good, they've made the parking area so the water can drain through it. It's really good. All the holes are filled with seashells. It's really nice. But it does mean the water doesn't sit here for very long when it rains hard. You don't get big puddles. You haven't got a job to get to your car. That's quite good. This part of the resort is a lot different than the central area because it's a lot quieter. There's a lot more greenery. It's very fresh. Because I've done a lot of work on this last couple of years ago, it looks really smart. And I'm standing in front of, well, behind me is the Calypso Hotel, which is well known. And you could just see the crane over the top of that. Because there's a new apartment complex going in just the other side of the Calypso there on the main road. It's just like the other area where I filmed last week. Lots of new apartments here, lots of building work going on. Certainly the number of bedrooms available in Sunny Beach is increasing all the time. Well, I actually brought my drone with me. It's in the boot here. I'm going to get it out, fly along this main central road here, give you a look at the new complex that's going up. And to my left, these hotels, this along the left there. There you go. Behind them are the sand dunes. And then you have to walk across there to the actual beach. So the hotels here are set a fair distance back from the actual shoreline. But this area is different to Sunny Beach. It's a lot quieter. I suppose you could say a little bit more sophistication in a way. But one of the things that makes it feel so nice is this central road that has been refurbished. To get this in Sunny Beach itself, which looks like it might happen now, that's going to massively improve the resort. So I managed to get the drone up, and this is the central road in the southern part of the resort that was refurbished, rebuilt. It's really nice. I'm just going past the Calypso Hotel where I'm standing, and this is the new complex, new apartments that are being built. There you go, there's quite a few guys working on this while I'm watching. I'm not sure if the chap saw me, but he decides to swing the crane round. Makes the shot a bit more interesting. And you do get a bit of a look around when you're flying the drone, and you notice things you wouldn't normally see, of course. Like in the Palazzo complex, just behind the crane here, just those little fairy tale little towers on the top there. If you're walking around, you certainly wouldn't probably spot them from the ground. That's where the drone really comes in, and you see a lot more interesting things while you're out and about with this. And one of those things being the actual Calypso Hotel. Just look at the roof of this and see how many solar panels they have managed to fit on there. They have covered every square inch of this roof area. This must power the entire hotel through the summer. So I'll just turn the drone around and now head back south. And at the end of this road is the roundabout and the football stadium, and that is actually the start of Nunatsiba. That's where we leave Sunny Beach. We're heading Nunatsiba at the end of this road here. There are times when we get things in Bulgaria here and we go, wow, I've taken that for granted in the UK completely. It's like the crossing here. It's the first one I've used in Sunny Beach where I've pressed the button at the side and within 10 seconds it has stopped the traffic and I was able to cross. So simple, isn't it? A pedestrian crossing actually works. But I do like the timing lights on them where they give you the countdown how long you've got to wait. It means you don't sort of rush, oh, I can't bother to wait anymore for this light, and you can see, oh, it's only got 3 seconds more to go. I'll just stand here and wait. Really good safety feature. And I wish they did that in the UK more. They don't put timers on like this. But how good to have a crossing that actually works. But there are shops open along here. There's a coffee shop here that opened last year that's trading all year, and that's doing quite well. You can also get a pizza in there, I believe. And a lot of you will be at the point of trying to book your holiday now or looking online at hotels. Just a cautionary thing here, if you're on a mobility scooter, you must check with the people hiring the scooter first before you book the hotel. We met a couple at the end of last season in central Sunny Beach near the jetty there in a bar, and they were charging their scooter up in the bar, and we happened to say, oh, that's really convenient, nice of the bar to do it. And I said, we haven't got any choice, we had to ask because we're out of power, because the Noble Hotel would not let us take our scooter inside and wouldn't let us charge it up. So that's why you should always check with the operator of the scooters before you make the final booking to ensure that they will allow the scooter in, they will allow you to charge it on the premises. Otherwise you could be a bit stuck. Now Susan, my other half of course, is in England at the moment for 2 weeks. Gone to see her family, go to a wedding, and she nipped into a local town where we used to live the other day, sent me a message, said it's absolutely awful, it is so dangerous. Why is that? Because they don't sweep the streets, they don't get rid of the leaves. Now, even though there's not many people about here and the resort is closed, you'll notice there's no leaves on the pavements. They regularly clean the pavements. If you go to Burgos, like we do shopping, it's very safe to walk about because they're clearing the pavements. Put a lot of effort into making sure there aren't wet, slimy leaves all over there and you're going to slip and fall over on them. Even though the pavement underneath might be rough, at least there's no leaves on it, which is brilliant. And that's a good one for Bulgaria, where it scores over the UK. So behind me is a Galleon Residence and Spa. We're running nice hotels along here, some really good restaurants, a couple of nice bars, a couple of bars with entertainment like Father Ted's and John Smith's. But there isn't the variety and the numbers that there are in the main central area of Sunny Beach. But on the other hand, it's got quite a little bit smarter feel. Because the road's been done and the pavements, there's been a lot more work done up this end. It does feel completely different to the main part of Sunny Beach. Now Bulgaria isn't all beaches, obviously it isn't, because they grow a lot of wine. You'll see a lot of little wine shops around. You go and get a little taster glass, very reasonably priced. Try some different ones. They're really good quality here. We have vineyards going back pre-Roman times, and we have the Thracian kings who had their wineries up near Sofia in the centre of Bulgaria. And I must say thank you to Nicky, the football shirt guy, who gave us a case of Thracian wine, very, very good wine from up where his village is, where he comes from. So thank you, Nicky, for the wine. We have had one bottle, it's absolutely gorgeous. So when you are here, treat yourself to some Bulgarian wine. It's not all big beers. There are several property agents on this road, a good number of them. But remember, in Bulgaria, it's not as restricted or regulated as it is in the country you're probably coming from. You could put very old photographs up, what it looked like 10 years ago, rather than what the complex or the house looks like now. So by all means look online, but you really have to do a site visit or get somebody you trust, like a friend who knows the area, to go and have a look at it for you, just so you know what you are buying and where it is. On the other hand, there is property for sale, but prices are very, very high now. It boomed the last 2 or 3 years. Good job we bought a house when we did, because it was nothing like the price it is now. It's a lot less. Same as our house, that's gone up as well. But there you go, you can buy it, and it is very easy. Buying apartments, because they're on shared land, it's an easy deal. It's like buying a car, really. It takes 30 days. Incredibly easy and very, very fast compared with buying property in other countries. It's very, very easy here to buy apartments. If you are not from EU, like you're British, buying properties is very easy. Apartments, dead simple. However, buying houses is not so simple. You're not allowed to own assets in Bulgaria, so you can't own the land. So you have to go through a palaver of setting up a Bulgarian company, like we did, and our company owns our land. It also owns our car as well, because that's an asset. Bit complicated, but they do love paperwork here, and they do love rubber stamps. And you'll probably find you have to sign a piece of paper on 8 different pieces of paper, exactly the same, and each one is stamped and goes off somewhere to a different department. Crazy amount of trees they cut down here for paper. But then they have got a lot of trees. That's probably why they do it. So behind me is the amazing Granada Apart Hotel. Very smart hotel. I've done it in films so often because every time I come here it makes me laugh because it reminds me of Fred Flintstone. It's like a modern apartment complex hotel, and they've been put on some prehistoric stonework on the front. Just expecting a dinosaur to walk past or Wilma come out. I don't know why after all these years they haven't removed it. Maybe it costs too much to take it down, but it would look so smart if they got rid of that. It really would. It's become a bit of an eyesore. Cheap and tacky and horrible. It's quite funny, I'm actually born and bred in Peterborough in England, and that was the headquarters of Thomas Cook. I went to college, and a lot of my friends went and worked for Thomas Cook in the accounts and auditing different things. It was a very big employer in the town. But unfortunately, like other tour companies, a lot of them aren't here, new ones pop up. And last year we lost Balkan. That's a severe blow to Sunny Beach because they really specialised in Sunny Beach holidays from the UK, so we lost a lot of people. So hopefully if you're one of those, you're going to consider coming back again this year. Different operator, but the same hotels are still here. So behind me is the old Thomas Cook Hotel, a club hotel, which is now Sunny Beach Club, as you can see. It started out as a hotel for more younger feeling couples, Quite what it meant, appealing to a younger audience, a little bit livelier, a bit more modern. But anyway, it's still here. It's a huge hotel, but it's now Sunny Beach Club. If you did go to the original Thomas Cook one years ago and you think, oh, I want to come back, you now have to search this one out. Different name, but it's still here. So behind me, John Smith. They even took the big sign down. So we filmed that in, I think it was September, early September, with Susan. We went and kind of had a drink in here, showed you what it's like. And behind it is the Imperial Resort, a huge hotel. Now, many people book the Imperial Resort thinking they have booked the Imperial Hotel. Now, the Imperial Hotel is on the north beach of Sunny Beach, central Sunny Beach, a couple of miles away from this. So if you are looking at Imperial, make sure you get the correct one. This is the resort. This is right on the southern tip going into New Nessibar. The thing with this is it runs later, goes right into October, when nearly all the hotels are shut. But then some years like this year, you get horrific storms and people say, why have I arrived here? Nothing's open, it's all shut and it's raining and I'm stuck in this hotel. So really, as we're always saying, don't recommend coming for a holiday a fun holiday. After around the 15th of September, you can still get a good week, 10 days then. Anything later than that, it's all contraction and shutting. Names do get confusing a little bit because going back 10 minutes that way, walking 10 minutes, so you come to an area of Sunny Beach called Cacao Beach, which was named after basically the clubs and what was big clubs, restaurants down on the beach, Cacao. And that's now Zazu. So I'm never quite sure what to call it, but between here and the main resort, there are some really beautiful big clubs. Really, really nice places to go. But at the moment, the only people I've got around here are cats. Must be the only human being. There's just dozens of cats. Everywhere I look, there's a cat. And if you're enjoying the video, Nitisni Butona, hit the like button. Really helps the video spread out to more people. So thanks a lot for that. Well, I can see this VIP residence here. They're taking no chances this winter. They've got a sandbagging system in place. They do that every year, actually. I've noticed they do this every year. All these big bags here. They've also put up their own bit of sea defence sand barrier as well. Fully protecting the front of this, they're not taking any chances because that glass on the front is a restaurant. And if the water got up here, it caused severe damage. So they're taking no chances. Well protected till the spring. I'm just hoping we don't get that many big storms this winter. And what I could really look forward to is a few days each month with weather like this. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I actually don't miss the sort of 30-degree plus of the summer now because it's so much more relaxing and it gives you've got lots of energy. You can get out and do things. I was working on the garden yesterday. I cut the lawn, I was doing some painting. Couldn't do that when it's hot. So it's lovely now, I'm getting jobs done. And between the jobs, obviously it's great to pop out with a camera like this, do a little bit of filming, and when it's dark tonight, I'm sat at home with my cats because Susan's away, I can lock myself away and just edit to my heart's content all night. Also stops me drinking because I can't edit when I've had 3 or 4 brandies. So I'm teetotal when I'm doing this for you. Look how I suffer for my art. Can't even drink when I'm editing. So 6-8 hours or more without any alcohol at all in the evening. Oh dear. What I do for this. And look at this, I'm only 20 minutes drive from home or so, not very far at all. And I've got the old town there in the distance. This beautiful beach, just one lady walking behind me, that's it. There's nobody here, it's fantastic. And this is so close to our home. So even though I'm sitting there drinking a coffee, I know that I'm only a few minutes away from this. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, we've got a break now because it won't be till May that really the tourists start coming back again. So it's basically for the locals now. So the Army is a bureau to change, and this is the important thing. Get it in your head that if you come in again this year, it's not the lev, it's going to be a euro. So when you get your holiday money out, make sure you get euros and not leather, because your leather won't be usable in shops or anything by the time you come on holiday next year. They'll be finished by then. It's been quite funny in the local news, the Bulgarian news, the last couple of weeks. But when you're doing this, there's one or two little problems turn up. One of them is that thousands of taxis up and down Bulgaria, apparently they can't reprogram the meters into euros, so I don't know what they're quite going to do with them, but a lot of them are quite old apparently, and they can't recalibrate them to do in euros. Bit of a disaster, that one, isn't it? The other one is, of course, will they have enough euros available for all the shopping trolleys? Because they're all on lev at the moment, you've got to change for euro shopping trolleys. And the other headache that's happening is in the big cities particularly, is people have been hoarding their coppers, their coins, in big whiskey bottles and containers for years, saving up their coppers. Of course, they've got to get rid of them by January, so they're going in the shops, spending bags and bags of coppers, and it's made money collection quite difficult in the cities apparently, because the security trucks are having to carry so much weight with all the extra coins. Unprecedented amount of coins they're carrying at the moment. That's it. So even though we're still in the leather at the moment, every business has display prices in euros. So the little board outside the cafe here has got prices in leather and euro. So there's no mistake. There you go. It's now 3:15. Time is passing on, and the sun is getting lower in the sky. Huge shadows developing. It's harder to walk in the sun now than it was earlier, and I've only got a t-shirt on, so I can make my way back to the car now. Before it gets too cold, I'll put a thicker top on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's ciao ciao for now. See you again later. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening in Sunny Beach through the year, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We live locally and we film all the time. Thanks a lot.